Hi guys, it's Mark Atwood here from the Galaxy Club. Today I want to talk about when keywords don't work. When they don't work, what's he talking about? This is SEO. This guy does SEO. How can keywords not work? Well, unfortunately, it is true that in some markets, keywords don't actually work, and they won't work for your website. And what you need to do, what I want to do today is just talk you through a few examples so you can start thinking about this for yourself. Because if you've got a keyword like boiler installation London, that's going to work for your business if you install boilers in London. But let's have a look at some of the reasons why they might not work. The corporate competition may be too strong. Now this is true because in AdWords and in SEO, you've got guys out there who are spending millions, I mean millions of dollars and pounds and euros and whatever currency you're in on AdWords, and they've got deals with Google. They're getting it a lot cheaper than you can possibly get it. They're also spending millions with SEO agencies and backlinks and all that kind of thing, and PR and all that. How can you compete? If you're a small business owner and you're in a market where there's lots of corporate competition, this means that some of the keywords in your market, especially the main keywords that you think are in your market, you might not be able to rank for, and you might not even be able to buy that traffic. So we're going to look at some examples of that in a second. Let's have a look at another reason. Too broad for the market. Yeah, so I'm going to show you some examples actually. Here's some examples. So here I've got designer jewelry, I've got designer furniture, and I've got designer clothes. Now these are three very good examples because there's a lot of businesses out there that maybe it's you where you are making stuff that's highly niche, highly unique. You might have an artisan business. You might be somebody that's creating designer jewelry, designer chairs that are one-offs. Now the problem with a keyword like designer jewelry, if you're making handmade silver necklaces, for example, is that designer jewelry is a massive keyword for you. You might think I'm a designer jeweler, but your keyword for your products, if it is designer silver necklaces, you need to be far more specific. So designer jewelry would be a bad keyword for you because you've got no chance. Now let's just pop into the computer and I'll show you why. Okay, so here we are on Google. I've just typed in designer clothes. Let's look and see what's here. So you've got some adverts at the top here. You've got quite a big company there. Then you've got Farfetch, ASOS, Get the Label, Woodhouse Clothing. These are all huge companies. I mean, seriously, if you may know Mensler, I actually shop there. If you are a small business doing some sort of boutique designer clothes, you have no chance of ranking it. Let's look at jewelry. Can't spell, let's have a look. There we go. So Bulgari, Cartier, I mean, you can see this already. Yeah, Beaver Brooks, Selfridges, Harvey Nichols, no chance. Absolutely no chance on God's earth. Let's look at clothes. I did clothes. Let's look at, what's the other one? Furniture. Okay, let's look down here. Again, massive companies. Look, Made in Design, Made, Habitat, Swivel. Oh, I know them. They're doing very well. Heels, but they're a multi-million-pound company. Chaplins. These are big companies. You know, you're going to have to spend a lot of money. A lot of money. I hope you can see that from those three examples. Let's go back to the board. Okay, so now you've seen in Google the size of the competition for some of those specific keywords. You can see this is tough. This can be very tough. So let's have a look at another reason here. Too expensive in AdWords. Well, I've already covered that off. You know, some of these keywords can be hugely expensive. So what's the solution? If this is your business and you find that you're making certain things, it might not be designer jewelry, furniture or clothes, it might be something else, but if you're making something highly unique and specific, search is going to be a bit of a tougher job for you, okay, because it's not geographical, and geographical keywords tend to be easier to rank for. You're not providing a service, you're providing a product that's within a big keyword market, but you're a tiny minnow in that market. So what are the solutions? Well, there's a number of solutions. Firstly, you might want to go into the Google Content Network. Now, for those of you who don't know what the Google Content Network is, when you go to another website and you see adverts served by Google that are related to the content on that page. For example, I was on the UK Business Forum this morning, and on there I saw Google adverts which were from businesses trying to approach UK business owners. Okay, so whoever set up the content network, they went into Google AdWords and they said, okay, I want you to show my advert specifically on this website. And that's a very good strategy. If you've got a small business, the content network advert clicks can be a lot cheaper than the search advert clicks in the normal search network. So it's worth testing that. It's worth testing the content network. Also, Facebook ads. Facebook ads can be terrifically low cost compared to the Google ads. How do you target people that might like your designer furniture, for example? Well, you might look for people that have an interest in designer magazines that kind of are read by the kind of people that would buy your products. For example, we're doing some work for a company at the moment that sells paint. They're very high-end paint. Now the problem they have is designer luxury paint is a very small keyword in their market, very small. I mean, traffic was infinitesimally tiny compared to, you know, posh paint or general paint keywords, which are massive. But their product's far too specific for those massive keywords. So we decided for them that a strategy for them is that the key thing, their key objective, is to get their paint into the hand of interior designers and decorators. Because if they like it, guess what? They're going to come and buy more. So what we did for them is we created, not highly specific keywords, I'll come back to that one, we created a funnel. So the funnel is basically, the way funnels work is a bit like, if you got my book, you'll have found that basically it's all about creating an irresistible offer. So in this case, we're saying, look, you can have this £30 tin of paint for nothing, just pay the shipping cost, which is about £9, okay? Because it's UK targeted. So that gets the paint into the hands of the customer at a kind of break-even cost, but then there's an upsell in the funnel to maybe 4 tins of this paint worth £100 for just £40. So it's another irresistible offer, which means that the revenue for the funnel goes up to the point where hopefully you break even in that funnel at least. If you don't break even, you're subsidizing the marketing, but if you go above break even, you're actually making a profit in the marketing, which means you can scale it. So that's one other idea, is funnels. Strategic ads, the one thing you could do is look at other websites that are competing with you and then put them into SimilarWeb. Just go onto Google and type in SimilarWeb, you'll find it in my book as well, and have a look at, put in some of the websites that are competing with you, and then look at the referral websites. Where are they getting referring? Some of them are getting no referral traffic, but if you find one that's getting referring traffic, go and look at those websites and see if you can place a strategic advert on there. Because if they're getting traffic from there, you want to be getting traffic from there. And down here at the bottom, another solution here is Haile Selassie. No, he was Emperor of Ethiopia. No, highly specific keywords. This is in the long tail. If you've read my book, you'll know about the long tail. And in the long tail, one of the ways of finding these super specific keywords is running a test AdWords campaign on a modified broad match or a phrase match on your big keyword to see if there are highly specific keywords that you can then pause that ad group and then just put exact matches on those highly specific keywords. For example, in the designer jewelry example that I said earlier, maybe you've got a silver necklace that contains an astrological thing on it, okay? So you might find a keyword that is designer silver astrological necklace, right? The traffic's going to be low, but it's highly specific to your product, and that's where you should be advertising it. And if you can prove in AdWords that that is a converting keyword, a gold keyword, then guess what? You optimize the content, you optimize the images, you optimize the videos, you syndicate the images, syndicate the videos, and you start building backlinks to the page where that, which is optimized for that keyword. You start ranking at the top of Google for it, you start making sales, and then you rinse and repeat that process through all of your other products. So that's today's lesson, when keywords don't work and what to do about it. Thanks very much. See you soon on the Galaxy Club. Bye-bye.